Welcome to our homeschooling channel, Homeschool with Liam. I'm Milandi, Mareike and Liam's mom, and I'm going to be chatting with you guys regarding the benefits of homeschooling. But before I do that, I want you guys to head down there, click the subscribe button as well as the bell so that you can get notifications of when our new videos are coming up. It is where I'll be chatting everything regarding homeschooling, and there's also some fun educational and art and craft videos that we've done with the kids that they've wanted to share with you guys. The benefits of homeschooling. So the first thing that we've seen is the fact that I'm spending every day with the kids. Now I know spending time with the kids on a daily basis, every day, the whole day, can become chaotic and crazy, and we just get through it. I just go, please. That said, is the fact that you are at home every day with the kids. You are able to see them grow, learn and explore and get excited when they're learning and discovering new things, or when they finally click that math calculation that they've been battling with for a while. When they are in school, you aren't able to see that because you're not there. Okay, so being able to see that, there's just no words to describe it, of how it makes you feel to be able to witness all of that. Then there's also the kids generally learn better in a comfortable environment. And for kids, a comfort zone is being at home. Okay, so at home they are at ease, they feel safe, and they've got a bit more freedom. They can move around when they can't sit down for another 2 minutes. But in the school environment, they aren't allowed to move around. They have got this uncertainty of, can I go there? Can I do this? So at home they've got the freedom. They can, and it's not just freedom of moving around in the house, but they've got freedom of expressing themselves. And like saying, okay, no, wait, stop. I didn't understand. Let's go back and let's do this again. But in the classroom, you don't have that. So the kids feel comfortable and they are able to say, okay, stop. I can't anymore. Let's just have a look at this again and see how this is going. Okay. So that is also another thing that we've seen, is when kids are comfortable, they tend to thrive a lot more. Okay. Then you also learn together with your kids. Okay. So like with Mareike, she's doing a grade 6 curriculum now, and there's a lot of Googling work going with it. So there's a lot of things that I also learn together with her. And it is things that either I've learned in school or I forgot, or I just never learned it, I don't know. But you learn with them, and it's not just of learning the material that they study, but it's also to learn and to see how they understand and grasp certain things when they are busy learning certain subjects and that. Okay, and then also, like, we've got having the two different age gaps, like having a 5-year-old, sorry, not 5-year-old, he's 6. He'll get very angry if I say he's 5 years old. So we've got a 6-year-old and we've got an 11-year-old. And even though the age gap is so big, we sit together and do our work. So when me and Mareike is busy with certain things, Liam is always sitting together with us, and he listens to what we are discussing, like with Mareike's work. And he also picks up a lot of things. And he's learning at home, he's actually learning a lot more than what he would have learned while he was in school. Okay, so that is also a big thing, is he's able to understand and to learn also a lot faster, and it's not things that that is too advanced for him. Like if he doesn't understand it, he'll get up and he'll go and play. But if it's things that also interest him, like Mareike is learning Dutch as well, he'll sit with her and he'll learn Dutch with her. Where she does some of her biology and science and things, it interests him as well, so he'll sit together with her and he'll also learn. So he's actually learning like grade 6 science and biology, which no grade 1 student actually is learning at this point in time. Okay, so we've got that as well there, so they're all learning together. And there's another thing that we've also seen is, what we do allow them screen time, and I think this is like a thing of, a lot of parents are like, but screen time, like how can you let them sit and watch TV, or how can you give them the phones or tablets to sit and watch? Now, they don't sit and watch stories that has got absolutely no sense in it or storyline at all. majority of the time they watch either like your Discovery Channel, like about nature, because they love nature and animals and insects and things. So that is like one big thing that they sit and watch. They also watch programs where it is like kids educational programs. So they love watching I'm sorry, it's not Doctor, it's Mr. DeMayo. I always get it wrong. They love watching Mr. DeMayo, which is a guy where he teaches kids, like I know the latest one that they've been going crazy after is the solar system. So they watch him if they want to watch anything, or they watch what's this guy's name? It's Brave in the Wild or something, which is this guy that actually goes out into nature and he looks at animals and insects, and like he's got this like knowledge about these insects and animals that, especially insects, I didn't even know existed. Okay, and if you look at Mareike and Liam, is they will sit there and they are hanging at every word that he is saying, because just the way that he explains it. So they love watching those type of programs. Yes, they do watch like movies or like kids programs like every now and again, but that is like their Sunday or like a little treat that they get to watch something else. So if they want to watch anything during the week, it's always all educational programs. Like I said, it's National Geographic, or it's Discovery Channel, or it's like Mr. DeMayo, like I said, or it's this Brave in the Wild or something. So those are the channels basically that they watch. And then there's another two channels, I can't remember their name, but the one is this guy that has got, I don't know how many spiders. Okay, they love watching all his programs regarding his spiders or his tarantulas, and I think those are like the main ones that he's got, but he's got all these other tropical spiders. He's got like this huge room filled with spiders. Okay, so they love watching that. And then they've got this is another lady where she's got an alligator. They've got like a house with an alligator, and she's also got like snakes and things like that. So they love watching those type of programs because it interests them. And they're allowed to watch it because they learn so much from it. Okay, so when they go to school, yes, you learn these things like that I've said, that the channels that they watch, you learn them in a book. But learning in a book with pictures that's drawn is very different. I know even watching TV and seeing it in real life is very different. But in watching a program regarding certain things, especially like I said, like animals and insects and that, it is almost real life. So you learn a lot more than what you would from diagrams in a book. Okay. So yeah, so those are the things that we feel is the benefits of homeschooling. Like, yeah, what benefits have you seen with homeschooling? Like, you know, is there certain subjects that you just leave out because either your kids aren't interested, or it's just a subject that you feel that why must they study it? Or do you do all sorts of subjects? Is there a certain method that you guys do all your studies? I mean, we either sit by our dining room table, or we sit in this room. This is our study, play and studio room, or we sit outdoors on the patio where we're literally like outdoors and you can hear the birds and we see the birds and the trees and everything. So we don't have a specific classroom. That is the other benefit of homeschooling, is your classroom can literally be anywhere. There's not a specific set place for learning. And I found that also helps a lot, especially with Liam, because he can't sit down at the table for a long period of time. So being outdoors with him or moving our classroom around, he tends to like not lose interest. Okay, so yeah, so those are kind of like the things that we found is quite interesting of a way, and you know, that is what we find is the benefit of homeschooling, because if they would have gone to school, I wouldn't have seen any of this, and they wouldn't have learned any of the things that they are learning currently. So what is your view of the benefits of homeschooling? Drop me a comment below, and I would love to read I would love to read all your comments and learn new things from you guys as well, especially all the homeschooling mommies, and I know there's homeschooling dads out there as well. And yeah, we'll chat to you guys soon again.